Well, you can see it's raining on the outside, but it's also raining on the inside.
All right, guys, welcome to today's episode of the Yacht Show edition. We're getting a new roof on the new house. Now, as y'all know, we've been in a trailer hood for many years, and now we done made it up, move here to Ellis Estates. That being said, when we bought the house, we knew we needed a roof, and here we are, and we got the opportunity to get a roof. We got a lot of guys here. They're gonna jump on it. It's bright and early. One thing about it is we're gonna be telling you more about how we got this roof as we go on. So let's take a look into their life and how they're working, and let's get this day started. Come on. All right, so right now it is about 7:23 in the morning. They got here around 7 o'clock, 7:15 or so, and they just went to unloading trucks and whatnot, getting everybody lined out. Got the dogs. Huh, Bella? Yeah, okay. Bella had to sniff out everybody. But anyway, they moving already. I've never seen a whole process of how this goes down, but we're fixing to try to show it the best we can. Moving in now. They got that kind, what do you call that thing on the top, like the roof vent? They got that off, and now they all kind of lined up, getting that stuff moving. Now, just to give you an idea of what we had a single tab roof there, whatnot. Like I said, this roof has been up for about 15 to 16 years. So we're gonna go back with an architectural shingle. That's what we're gonna go back. But we're gonna give you a run around the roof. What we got? They got the drip nets, I guess you'd call it. Just giving you a look. Oh yeah. Now those are knee pads when they get ready. That's what they use for their knee pads, I guess you would say. I'm assuming that's what it's for. Get back, dog. So where he's standing is kind of where I got a bad spot in the roof. We're hoping we can figure out, or I'm hoping, I know they can figure it out, where that leak's causing a problem. Google it, my friends. Mississippi. All right. So, y'all know how hard I work. I'm gonna say that's some real work right there, guys. I know there's probably a lot of roofers in the world, but man, it takes a lot of drive to want to get on top of a roof. Now, we are only about 71 degrees right now. Supposed to get up to about 89. It's kind of cloud cover, which helps because we got that storm last night. The humidity will be up today, but at least it's a little cloud. It's a little cloud. It is cloudy, and man, it just won't be a beat down on it. Because one thing I know about working is when you get really hot and tired, it can affect the way you work. So with it being cloud cover, I bet the Lord done brought us that cloud cover. Let these boys, these men and women work hard and enjoy the day. There's a lot of talking going on up there, so I don't know if they talking about that y'all or they just having a good time. But when you're on the job, man, you want to have fun. You want to be positive and lighthearted. And right now, from what I'm saying, these guys are getting it, son. So anyway, we're gonna keep showing it. Appreciate y'all. Just keep tuning in to the old roofing episode from the y'all. Like I said, and you can kind of see this netting. This is me just observational wise. They put this netting here, anything, the nails and any roofing that falls in the dirt or off the house, I guess you would say, it will catch it, and then they can put all this into it. Now I'm sure we'll have a screw loose or somewhere, but or a nail or whatnot. But they try to keep what I'm seeing is they're trying to keep the yard tack free, nail free, shingle free best they can. Of course they'll clean up best they can at the end, but anyways. So what I'm headed to do, I'm gonna run up here to the Piggly Wiggly. We're gonna get us some ice. Get us some ice and some water. They had 2 cases, but it's like 15 of them, so 1 case don't go very far. We're gonna try to pick them up some water and some ice. They didn't have ice on their thing, which I mean, a lot of people don't like just cold water, but we're gonna get them fixed up. Let's roll on to the Piggly Wiggly and get some stuff for them to stay cool. All right, let's start on the front side now. Oh yeah, looking good. Woo, that boy, he be scaring me. That walking all that, look at that. Nah, dog. I already got back frost. Oh yeah. Now I went to get water a while ago, and when I come back, they done got this side done, and all I did, we went and got 4 cases of water. These guys are moving and getting it done. Now let's go check out the back where I had the rotten wood and see what's going on there. Oh look. Man. They done got the west side done as well. Man. Oh, yeah. So you can see how many pieces of decking was rotten or no good. So they're taking them up. Where he's at right now is basically where the rod is. So he's trying to get all that up best he can. And we're gonna put all new in there. Like I said, guys, this add-on piece probably wasn't done the best job there ever was, you know, but he's got it figured out. He told me earlier how they're gonna match that up from the slope to the flat part, and we'll probably talk about it here later. But anyway, I'm just gonna give y'all an idea what it looks like. Got to get all that fixed up right there. All right. Well, it looks like we got had a little rod around the roof there, and get that fixed, and then a little rod on the corner there. Hey, Eddie. Film me real quick.
Morning.
Good morning. Let's come around this way. The sun. So.
Told you when we show up, it's gonna happen quick. About an hour into it, and we done got your house all tore off and down to a clean deck.
That's right. Real quick, so I was on the back, and I wanted you to explain one more time the roof.
Yep.
Where the roof comes down and hits the flat part. What is that you were talking about?
You got a transition there, so you're going from a pretty steep part to a fairly flat part. So this little zone right here, water, when it's steep, it wants to come down fast, but when it kind of hits that, it wants to stop and puddle for a minute, right?
Right.
So like what happened here, when it was built, and this was building codes, they changed over time, there was nothing there extra to catch. So that water, and that's what rotted that wood out there, right? Just over time, little water seeps in and does. So to fix that, we're going to use a product called Ice and Water Shield. It's a thick rubber membrane that's sticky. So we're going to lay that down all over that whole transition all the way out. So even if there wasn't a shingle whatsoever there, you're good. Nothing's getting through that. Then we're going to put synthetic felt over the top of that as well. So you got a double layer of protection. Then your shingles on top of that, which is basically a triple layer of protection.
Right.
So you'll never have that issue again. Once we replace that wood, ice and water, done deal. You're good for the rest of the time. You won't have any issues.
Okay, so what you're saying is I will be protected.
You will be protected. Guaranteed. That little leak that was there the other day,
yeah,
she gone.
She gone.
She gone.
All right. Right wood. Yeah, I'm gonna say that's no good. Bueno. Oh, yeah. All right, let me show you something, guys. All right, do you see what he's cutting is that roof vent right there? Now I'm looking through the vent and now you can see daylight through the top, right? It did not have ventilation. It was run all the way over. Now I would say it didn't have ventilation. It didn't have proper ventilation. So now when that ridge vent goes across there, that will help release some of that heat from the attic. It's amazing what you'll find in old construction or construction in general when people add on and whatnot. And we'll also show you a piece right here. They basically built this roof over an old roof. Eddie's going to explain kind of what I just said, but in a more professional way.
No, you probably did good, but right up there, they were just cutting in the ridge vent. So we decided on this one for ventilation. Like a good old redneck, you understand what a carburetor is, right? You got the air comes in through that gable vent, and that air's got to go out. It takes all that hot air in your attic out, right? So your air conditioner not working so hard. So they cut a 1-inch strip on either side of that very top, and we put a product called ridge vent over the top. And that seals, no critters can get in there at all, but that lets that air out throughout the entire length of the roof on all your ridge there. So it's not just having to leave through like one whirly-bird or one power vent. The hot air can get out of this house anywhere it wants to, the most convenient spot. So most of your rooms, everybody's got a house that's got usually like one hot room. Right? This will fix a lot of that. That way the house can vent and exhaust how it needs to and wants to. Right. Air conditioner doesn't have to work as hard and it'll save you a little bit of money.
That's what I'm talking about.
Look good too.
That's right. Well, I can promise you ain't no critters want to come here. Yeah. And I can also promise you I got a lot of hot air. Eddie just pointed this out to me. It looks like there's a roof under my roof, Eddie.
Yeah, you got two roofs.
I got two roofs.
We're not going to replace that one, though. We're going to let that be. We're going to take the whole house apart. We're just going to put you a new one on top of the old one, okay?
Yeah. Well, I don't know what happened there, but we got shingles underneath my shingles.
No, this happens when a home is added on, and this was most likely a carport at one point. When they added on to keep the roof line straight or whatever, they chose to kind of do a kind of extend it out and lay over it. I see this from time to time, and not hurting a thing. Okay. No issue whatsoever.
Awesome. All right, so guys, we had a ridge vent on here. And you got to realize, he just explained what the ridge vent was. The ridge vent is to release the hot air through that right here. There's no release. There's no release. So he cut it here so the hot air can go somewhere. This whole time, the house has not had ventilation to release the heat. So now they cut that strip. And when they cut that strip, now my hot air's got somewhere to go. You just never know what you're getting into. Never know. Oh, yeah. Now we got a place for the hot air to release from. This is gonna help my cooling bill, I hope. Now guys, I know there's probably a lot of roofers out there, but what do you think in the comment section right now? I know there's been many houses. This house didn't have whirlybirds. So all it had was supposed to be ridge vents, but actually just a ridge vent put up here with no place for the air to really go. That's what I'm seeing. Now we're releasing some heat though. Down here and show you. So all this was rotten. This is where my house was leaking at, right here. And that's the underneath. We put a tin in there. And that tin was making that water run all the way down to the end right there. And of course they're gonna replace that rotten wood right there. Supposed to anyway. We shall see how much. But see that rotten wood? And that's just what you get into. A lot of times when people just redo things, that's what happens. They just do it just enough to get by. Thank you, Lord Jesus, for sending somebody to help me. Release the heat. Now, I will say this one had, I will go back and say this one was vented here. What he cut, but this is the center of the house. So what he cut, he opened me up there. Oh, and then he opened me up over there in the long part of the house. Oh, and my buddy Chris, he gonna come by here and spray the chimney off for me. Make it all look good here for so long. But look right here. This is around the chimney. And he said that you always usually get a lot of rot around the chimney. So they're gonna fix all that. It's looking good, boys, looking good. Complete exteriors, roofing gutters. What was under it compared to what we're getting.
Yep. So right here, this is the new stuff. This is synthetic felt, kind of a plastic material. You ain't cutting, tearing that. That right there, we buy enough of it. We actually have our own branded stuff. But that right there is far superior to your old tar paper, felt paper.
Right. That's what coming out, yeah. Yeah, I didn't even know. That's why I asked. I said, I don't even think it had anything under it. He's like, oh yeah, it was just this. Yeah. So, okay.
And that's the old school way of doing it. When this roof was put on, that's the materials they had, but we've got the new modern materials. Way far superior.
Right.
It's a much better product all the way around, lasts way longer. Just a good upgrade.
I sure appreciate it.
Yeah.
So what we got going on right now is usually the shingle truck would have delivered yesterday. It did not due to amount of people being able to work. Where the shingles are coming from, that's okay. And then the shingles were on the way, and then they had a blowout. So they're having to get that fixed. It's okay. We got a lot of people having a good time and whatnot. And every time I'm filming around, they be talking, laughing, and I know they're having a good time. I don't know if they talking about me, but either which way, they smile, shows positivity. Even though it's a rough job to have, folks. It's a rough job to have. I hate I just had to sit over here and drink my root beer and film it. I feel like I'll be working. I can't stand it. It's like when I hog trap. I just feel like I can't stand. I need to be doing something. But anyway, we're about 2 hours in. They got the roof off and working on that piece of paper stuff they're supposed to be putting down. Oh yeah, the shingles done showed up. Time to get to rolling. I just got the air gun. Put a little ridge vent thing on the end right there, which I like. help that water roll off to the side, I guess, and keep it. I had to ask Eddie.
No more problem.
Yeah.
You know, 30 years.
But what I just gathered from Eddie was that's kind of the end cap or whatever. Usually you should put like a 1x right there, and then when the 1x just rotted, you just change out the 1x. Well, now that protects all of that, and hopefully you don't have all that rot to replace because the water's just getting off of that and it's metal. So anyway, that's what I'm hearing anyway. Those guys are all up there, buddy. And so I walked up there. My feet ain't as sure as they used to be. They be doing it though. There's the boss lady right there. I don't know if y'all know, but she be telling them, and they be doing it. She is the boss lady. There I'm coming down. She don't just point the fingers. She climbed the roof too. Dude, I can't even walk with my towel to the bathroom. And these guys is toting this wood up there. I just be watching. I remember the time though I could do it. Like many of us though, we just can't do what we used to do anymore, can we, guys? Thank you, Lord Jesus, for the people that showed up to help do. I was in need, and the Lord supplied me. And I tell you, the difference in when I used to grow up, when I used to work over there for the city government. Now, having that many people, you would have one person working. Having this many people here on this site, everybody's got a specific job they're doing. Whether they're pulling the shingles off, whether they're redoing the decking board, whether they're putting the drip edge, the metal drip edge, whether they're putting the trash into the bin. Everybody's got a specific job. So everybody's moving in a step, in a step, in a step. So me just seeing it personally, it's pretty cool to watch it. When I used to work over at the city of West Point, well, just a bunch of people standing around watching me. All right, now I'm lying. So this lift off, they could use this, get their shingles up there. So like any construction, you're gonna have some issues,
Yep.
But correcting those issues is where y'all standpoint on.
Well, anticipating them. Me and you talked about this when we first were looking at it, kind of scoping it out, and having the materials, the things, the equipment needed right here, right now to handle it,
Right.
so that we're not 3 days. Oh, we got to come back. Oh, we're halfway done and we can't finish. No, we have to keep moving forward and just, again, anticipate what could be up there and coming, and that just comes from experience.
Right.
And like I was just telling you, I'm from these neck of the woods. You know, I know how these houses were built. Me and you walked around here and called out several of these things, had the material right here with us, ready for it, so when it pops up, boom, handle it, no problem, keep moving forward. We're gonna be done at the end of the day. This thing's gonna look like a brand new house.
Man, I can't wait till my wife sees it.
Yeah. She's gonna be far away.
I want to get up there so bad, but my feet ain't steady. Look at that. Oh yeah. Come on. Fit right in there like Legos. like a puzzle. Hey, that's that wet ice stuff. Now, you may have seen earlier in the video where you saw they were pulling a tin up. But now it's got that, I think you call it that wet ice or whatever. That stuff sits down in there, seals real good. It's all one form, one piece. So we ain't having no leaking right there, that's for sure. Oh yeah. Hey, the only thing that's gonna be better than this roof is that traceway.
The traceway gonna be mighty good. I've been bragging all my people about it, saying,
Yeah.
hey, I got a place for y'all for lunch.
That's right.
They gonna learn.
We're gonna go to the traceway lunchtime. As you can see, they getting started. Lord, thank you, Jesus. So, I'm working right there, Sean. So that piece right there is made specifically for that edge. So that's that, what do you call that stuff?
Ice and water shield.
Ice and water shield is what he's putting around the,
Yeah. And you notice he's going up the chimney some.
right?
That way, think about it, as you go up, if there's any water that rushes on it or causes any kind of problem, nope, it's above the water line, it's gonna hit there, it's just run right off.
Awesome.
And you remember we took that off, there wasn't nothing there.
Yeah, it wasn't nothing there, that's right.
No galvanized nothing.
So,
All right.
I'm just telling them, so talking about that, this side of the chimney, what are we gonna do on the back side?
Backside of that chimney, we're gonna add what's called a cricket, a little triangle there. It wasn't one there before, and the slope of that roof says it kind of you could do it or you couldn't do it. Well, we're going to do it.
Right.
All right. So you got your chimney standing tall here, and you got your roof sloping down into it. As your water runs, it's got to naturally hit right there, and it's going to pool and puddle up. But when you add that cricket, we'll show you some pictures of it. It's going to divert that water around the backside of the chimney and around and down and off of your roof.
Awesome, awesome.
That's a building code deal too.
He said it's a building code. We ain't got no codes out here.
We got codes. We got all the codes.
Hey, the reason I know we ain't got no codes right here, because my roof was messed up to begin with. All right, so all of this ended up having to be redone, which is good. I say good. It's good that we did it. And then he's gonna fix all that right there. And that wood was rotten. That wood was rotten right there on the edge. So you got that. Guys, they are working non-stop, dude. I'm talking about it. Now, I know a lot of people do roofing, but I'm telling you, I ain't never done nothing with it, done anything like it. Oh, it's looking good. Y'all remember what it looked like before we got started? Whoo! Get it, son. So I was gonna show you what they were talking about around the chimney. And we're gonna get this chimney washed off. My buddy's gonna do that. Actually, Harlow's working for a pressure washing company. They're gonna come clean this brick up for me, so it'll really look good. But you can see that stuff right there is what they're putting around now, and they're gonna build something on the backside so the water doesn't stop right there. It'll kind of go on right around it. Originally, it was not here. They had just put some kind of caulk or something right there, and it didn't work. So it's gonna be a lot better than it was, 100%. But what I'm excited about is the venting to release the heat. They cut out enough that doubles the amount of heat being released out of here, so which is going to help my energy bill a lot. I'm hoping. But either which way, that's just one thing that I've seen, that we got double the ventilation as far as heat coming out of my house now. All right, so on the flat part of the roof,
Yep.
we're also putting the, what'd you call it?
GAS Storm Guard, we call it ice and water shield. All right, so it's a rubber membrane, real sticky on the back, so it lays and sticks down to that wood, extra barrier of protection. Then you got your synthetic felt, that green stuff's gonna go over top of that, then your shingles on top of that. So like I said, as that water comes off that high pitched part and kind of that low pitch, it might want to settle or stop. Well, it doesn't matter if it does. That stuff right there is almost, think of it almost like a pool liner or something. Water can stay on it for as long as it wants to. It's not going to hurt the darn thing. So it takes its time coming off. It's all good. Same stuff in the valley right there. See that black stuff? Same kind of stuff.
Okay. Excellent. Oh yeah. So now I got a built-up roof. It's got that weather shield underneath. Have to worry about all that leaking on the flat part. Build it up. Yes, sir. Well, what we're trying to do right now is they're getting to a stopping point on the front there, and of course you just saw the back. Trying to do, they usually don't take lunch till 1. We're about 40 minutes from there, but we're trying to go a little early because, you know, we're going to go to my favorite place, the Traceway Restaurant in Mathiston, Mississippi. Got rice and beef tips today. It's gonna be good. I'm gonna be laid up. Like, they ain't got much left. They rolling. Any which way. Let them get to a stopping point. And we're going to a Traceway. Let's roll. Whew, hey now. Beef tips and rice. Done got me swole up, son. All right, so look, you can see, man, it's, even on my feet, I can feel it. I can just feel how good this flat part of the roof feels now. So they put a layer of that stuff on, then a layer of that other stuff on, and then we got the shingles. Y'all can probably hear me breathing. I'm so full. But then they end up fixing, like I said, we're gonna get some more of this over here. Take care of it. But they took care of all that rot that was in there. And then I gotta get a little piece myself to fix that. But it's not gonna be a problem. That's nothing compared to what it was, nothing. As you can see, and they mark all the pieces of how many pieces they put in there. They put, well, they thought it was 16, but it's actually 15 sheets of that board. What do you call it? Decking board. It's looking good, guys. This is thick. That's a rubber coat. That stuff ain't coming up. You hear me? It is stuck down, and that water's just gonna just go right through there. Oh, I'm loving it. Like I said, the main thing is having where that heat can get out right there when we put the ridge vents. They did not have that. Let me ask you, if you, for all you roofers in here in the section, done roofing, why would you put a ridge vent up and not actually have where airflow? That kind of bothers me, I'm not gonna lie. Like, somebody did that on purpose. They put a ridge vent and it still had no air to release there, or at least not like this. So why would you do that? Anyway, guys, looking nice, guys. It's looking really nice. Look like they got the drone wars going on over here. He gonna give you a haircut for it's over with. With little gutter guards.
on your gutters. We're gonna stop that mess from getting there, and gutters getting clogged up, all the leaves and everything. We're gonna fix that problem. This is Leaf Blaster Pro, stainless mesh gutter guard. Kind of see the design, and kind of that's surgical grade stainless steel. Nothing's getting to that. No pine needles, all the leaves. We're gonna cover your gutters up. Water flows through this great. This is raised up so that leaves that get on here, it makes the wind will be able to get under them and blow them off for you. So maybe once a year you need to take like a little angled brush or something and kind of just do that down your deal. That's all the maintenance you're gonna have. This is gonna make your life so much easier. You don't have to worry about your gutters clogging up no more.
Awesome. Everybody can see it, guys. Got a little footage of them working right there from the drone. Cooling them off with the blades. Oh, yeah. You can kind of see that crown right there where to go around. Now, is he cutting my chimney down? He will cut it all the way down. Looking nice. Now that makes a little more sense there, why he cut the ridge in there. Well, guys, it's done got quiet around here. All the help is done headed on back to where they come from, and they have done a good job. Only loud thing we got going on is the dog around here. He sees the drone flying up, getting those last few shots. Mr. Eddie, I sure appreciate it.
Man, thank you for letting us do this for you. It was our pleasure to do this and serve you. It turned out beautiful. I'm happy with it. I hope Mama Bear is now. She better be happy. We hope she is.
Yeah, Mama Bear's on the way home now.
Well, we're going to let Mama Bear have her moment, and hopefully she falls in love with her house again. That's what we're looking for. And I know that next storm comes, you ain't got to worry about that leak. Leak's gone.
That's right.
We done booted it out, knocked it in the head.
We done knocked this in the head. It's over with. So where y'all out of, so everybody knows, y'all, as far as offices and whatnot?
Our main office is in Pearl in the Jackson area, servicing those three, Hinds, Rankin, Madison counties. We also have an office in Hattiesburg. We have an office in Gulfport. And of course, guys, you can guess, we come in North Mississippi here pretty soon. So really anywhere in Mississippi, we're licensed in Mississippi, Louisiana, and Alabama. So guys, if you got family or friends or whatever, you want this happening to you, call us. 601-326-2755.
Come on with it.
Fixed up.
All right, guys. Well, I'm going to do a walk around with you here in a little bit, but we're going to wait till Mama gets home and to show off the final presentation of the product. Come on. All right, so my wife done made it home, and first impression wise,
I love it.
It's a lot different than it was.
I know, in a whole day.
In a whole day. Like I said, they were done about 3:30ish, and of course we eat an hour at Traceway, so it started around 7, got done around 3:30, and then we got gutters. They're gonna come back on the gutters on the back because they're gonna come back and do your dad's. So they'll bring everything for the back. But they went on and got out of here today. In the middle?
Yeah.
So it's been there the whole time.
Like is it a shingles?
It's a shield. It's a shield. So when that water runs down that valley,
So it's supposed to be there.
yeah. Or because if you don't, it'll run so fast it'll just run right over like a water spout. But it's cause his horn always works.
Looks good.
Thing at this house when we first bought it that you absolutely wanted to change was the chimney,
Yeah.
and now it kind of blends in with it instead of that big silver. Well, guys, Mama's happy. Now we just got to figure out a way to get the house painted, because I know her. She loves to have a more inviting color to the household. So that being said, thank y'all for watching today's episode of the Yelp Show roof rebuild. I don't know. Any which way, I'm tired of supervising all day. Been filming and whatnot, but I gotta go set a camera and get ready to catch some hogs. So any which way, I'm gonna leave it from here, and I know y'all really want to see some hogs get caught. But I think we're just gonna end it on here because we got a lot of footage going on right here. But stay tuned, more hogs coming. Any which way, y'all have a good one. God bless it as always. Jesus loves you.